Hello, everybody. It is once again a live stream. That's right. I did it again. This time, we're going to have some actual quality camera work going on here. A little bit more quality. Not all the way quality, because that's my whole gimmick, is not doing all the way quality. Just halfway quality. But quality entertainment nonetheless. And that's why we're here today. We're going to watch NXT Takeover Unstoppable, released on May 20th, 2015. I have not seen this one, so I am looking forward to witnessing all of these matches. I did not look up the card. I'm pretty much going dark into this, pretty much blankly. I remember that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are in this, and the rest is pretty much going to be seen here momentarily. So let me get this going, and we will be to go. Okay, all right, I can take the gimmick off. As always, I'm your Colonial champion, Sean McCarty. I'm sure you all knew that. I'm sure you all remembered that. And we are going to start right on this now. For those of you watching at home, I am using this on the network. I am starting at 000, so if you want to set up now is the time to set up before I start. And while I do this, while you guys are setting this up, I wanted to make a comment, because many of you who watch this show or watch the who watch Court Martial podcast know that I'm a big listener of Cornette, and I feel obligated to weigh my 2 cents in on this whole Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Jim Cornette situation. Let me start by saying that I don't believe there was any ill will meant by Jim Cornette in what he said. Meaning that he, to me, didn't come off like he was saying that Becky was a bad person for doing what she did, or Seth Rollins for having a kid. I don't think that was involved. I think his questioning was purely about the timing of it, when the amount of money that they're making purely from a business standpoint, which is what Jim really tries to do, is approach it from a business standpoint. However, the thing that Jim has to consider when he says these things is not how all these little butthurt people react, because that's pretty much run of the mill. I'm pretty used to that. No, the problem is Jim's assertions about Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch would apply as far as you're making $1 million a year and you're the top star, and now you're pregnant and you can't you can't perform, blah, blah, blah. That's not taking into account the guaranteed contracts. These are two top talents, and maybe there was some level of this discussed beforehand. I imagine there had to be some. And although I feel like there would have been a better way to hand over everything in that respect, but that's just in my personal view as far as the actual booking presentation of it is concerned. But I just saw the comment, and I'm really trying to keep it together because I was in the middle of a tangent, and Josh again's ruining it. But what I'm saying is, in his case, he was mentioning that it was drawing power. If these people were draws, like Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, and I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying that the format of wrestling pay and intake has changed so that they are not in any way the sole factor for people buying tickets. You know what I mean? It's like more people come to see WWE more than they come to see specifically Seth Rollins or Becky Lynch. Not to say that they don't draw, but it's the way that everything is shifted and formatted and represented itself. And as such, them taking however much time they want off, they can just do that because it's a different format, and it's not like them not being on the show is going to hurt the draw power of the show itself, because it's more how it's presented rather than any individual person why things are the way they are. And we've mentioned that a lot on this show and on the podcast. So that's, I think, why it sounds so off-putting. But of course, Jim, as usual, is taken out of context, and then everybody overreacts, and then says it then makes him seem like a misogynistic pig when that was clearly not the intention. And he has explained several times that he likes Becky Lynch, and he's put over her career. He did that with Seth Rollins too, and then Rollins got all butthurt and went hoop a doop a doop. I had respect for Jim, and now I'm just a big whiny asshole. And that's a pretty clear-cut Seth Rollins. That's spot-on impression. That's exactly how he sounds, exactly how he moves. I am, of course, a master of impressions as a Colonial champion. So, in any event, I just thought I would address that. I feel bad for Jim because even his co-host is like, I don't agree with what you said, but he's just he's playing it safe, and I think he just needs to be in Jim's corner on this one. I don't know. It's just my belief that Jim is an easy target for these people to take things out of context because they don't want to listen to the entirety of what he's trying to say, because it's 2 hours worth of podcasts twice a week. I mean, I understand that's a lot, but they'll take 4 lines of text and make sure that it's spun in a way that makes him sound like a complete insincere. Like, I love when they add extra capitalizations to words to emphasize that he, expressed that point louder and harder than anything else, even though with anyone's mind, they can interpret that as a much more harsher tone than what was implied, rather than just going onto the YouTube channel and just listening to what he actually said. But that's too hard for people. It's too hard to actually listen to the entire context of something and grasp it at a major level, and because it's more fun to just yell at people. Right. So, speaking of yelling at people, we got people yelling at people on the show. We have got a great show for you. Takeover Unstoppable. Now, for those of you who have watched this show, fill me in as we go along. Because, and by the way, I do not have any more Steve Austin beer because obviously they're kind of hard to find in Connecticut. But I will be partaking of something else. So if I step out of frame, you'll know why. But we're going to watch this whole show, and there's going to be intermittent stuff in between, and maybe I'll just do those bathroom breaks. And I'm going to be going on a lot of bathroom breaks over the course of this because times, and it's my live stream. So here we go. Shout out, by the way, if you haven't listened to Retreat, listen to Retreat. It's I'm going to put the link. I can't put it in this description. Actually, I should, but I have severe laptop issues. So do one better. Do one better and go like this channel, subscribe to it, and look up and tune in on Friday for when Josh again and I are both on the show, as we will be on Friday. Have ourselves a great time. Going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to have a fun match of the week that I'm going to do my best to make sure that Josh again hates so that he can go on rants, and that will be fantastic. And maybe I will as well. I am known to do that from time to time. And let's just jump into it. We got an intro. We are ready to go. Josh Again's concerned. It is peak time to start this show. Now, for those of you, we are going to count out from the network in 5, 4, 1. Got to turn this up. There we go. Now I can actually hear. Well, I got to make sure it's on YouTube, Mr. Josh Again. Then, now, forever, and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. What is NXT? Revolutionary, groundbreaking, innovative, passionate, the whole way. Oh, way too many words. Couldn't say them all. Oh, here, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, 2015. NXT is to be taken seriously. Well, it's this was a nice little precursor. Oh God, this guy, the fan had the full Finn Balor makeup on. I'm like, that's a lot, dude. That is a lot. NXT, back when Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn were headlining. What happened, man? What happened to this? Oh, right, the main roster happened.
But this time you're not coming. Everybody knows I hurt my shoulder wrestling John Cena.
Oh, this is right after he hurt his shoulder wrestling Cena. He just said that. That's how I remember. It might be. It might be Balor versus Breeze. Hot take. I'm not a big fan of Finn Balor. Oh, it's Becky Lynch. Is this Becky and Sasha? Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm always down for horsewomen NXT matchups. That's going to be good. Oh, Baron Corbin and Rhino. Yes, that's right. Hideo Itami. Man, what a shame what happened with Hideo Itami. He just wasn't a thing. He just didn't get his footing. WWE Network presents NXT Takeover. Unstoppable. Pew, 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 pew. Bush, 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 bush. Screaming fans. Oh, I miss Pyro. We have limited Pyro, but that would have really projected NXT to another level if they got Pyro from the start. Although in that small little arena, oh man, that would have made every single fan deaf. We're gonna deafen our fans with this show. There's a Byron Saxton sign. I want that to. I just saw there's a Byron Saxton sign. Mark it at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. There's a sign for Byron Saxton. And now there are very woolly ladies coming out taking selfies. I'm guessing this is Tyler Breeze. These are very pretty women wearing a bunch of faux furs. Oh, here he is. What is that cape? What is that cape? I like Tyler Breeze. He's cool. Oh, he's taking selfies with all the ladies. I miss taking Tyler Breeze seriously. He really did have a good thing going in NXT. It's Tyler Breeze. They just announced him from Chile. Why? I like his cut rate LMFAO bit going on. Who are you? Rich Brennan? Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, the man who had a sign for him at NXT. I want to emphasize that again. Byron Saxton had a fan sign at this show. And he looked so sad. Why is he so depressed? He's so depressed. And Rich Brennan is just not engaging. Like that salmon pink Corey Graves has got on. How you doing? Oh, great. This guy. Remember how over those two were? Oh, man. What a shame. What a shame for both of them. God, Enzo could talk. Then he just kept talking and kept talking and kept talking and kept talking. Oh, Hideo Itami. Injury number 1. You gotta shut that off. Or what? What are you gonna do? They have very catchy catchphrases. Caught catches. And Enzo could talk his ass off. He had a good promo on him. His in-ring work was meh, and his backstage attitude allegedly was also meh. So, as for Cass was just a good big man to Enzo's little man. Those still would have been a good gimmick team, but they couldn't work long matches. That's the problem. It's they were never that in-ring skilled, but they had their moments. I'll give them they had their moments. Oh, it's Finn Balor. Finn Balor. Nice use of fog here at Full Sail. This is I love their use of lighting. This would have been cool to see live. Yeah, that was cool. I will say his entrances were dope when he was the not the Fiend, when he was the Demon King doing this. I wish I had seen more of his New Japan stuff. I'd maybe like him more. I like the spines on his coat. Make him look like a horned little shrimpy guy rather than just a shrimpy guy. You know what I think part of it is that they just took the Demon almost out of the equation entirely with him on the main roster. And it comes out every so often, but I think it lost a lot of appeal with me not doing the face paint. I know it's a small thing. I wish his tassels looked a little cooler though. Like his headdress tassels, because it just looks like a bunch of leather straps. But still, it's not my bit, it's his bit. I wouldn't have come up with that. Edge and Cass is a match I would have liked to have seen. Glad to see him look like Bill Murray.
If you have never seen this man before, this is Finn Balor in this enigmatic existence. His ability to take your breath away and leave your jaw dropped in awe at the very same time. This guy's amazing.
This is a long entrance. That's one of the big things I remember about this whole thing. This is long. But that's NXT entrances, though. Whoa! Whoa! Finn Balor. There, I did it. That's probably as involved as I've ever got. Yeah, I'm Tyler Breeze right now. I'm like, I don't care about the selfie, but I've definitely got my phone out. Okay, I don't have my phone out. Finn with hair. Oh, the paint, the Gorgon's eye on his back is pretty dope. That's some cool paint. I'll give him that. That's pretty dope. This is that rhino-looking dude in the front row that was in like every original, like every show. Anybody recognize that guy? Is like right in the front row, right at the hard cam side, or on the opposite side, like directly looking into the hard cam. The same guy was in the front row or close to the front row for like every takeover event for the first like 7 or 8 of them.
Guys, here we go. This is a #1 contenders match. The winner of this will go on to face Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn coming into the night. It is supposed to be a triple threat matchup.
All right, here we go. I like both. Well, no, I don't like both these guys. Go Tyra Breeze. Wonder how sweaty those muffs have to get on the heels of Tyler Breeze. I mean, that's a lot of fabric. It's a lot of woolly fabric. And also, what happens when you trip on one of those, you jackass?
Well, it's nice on one hand. you only have to worry about one opponent. On the other, both these superstars have spent the last few weeks preparing, strategizing.
The internet made Lesnar guy a thing. There was no reason for Lesnar guy to be a thing. He was just a guy who just liked Brock Lesnar. I don't know. Again, I don't know how that became a thing. Hey, you're a guy who likes Brock Lesnar. We're gonna make you famous. You want to start signing autographs at Comic Cons? And shoulder block, left. Everything looks crisp though. This is NXT. And this was good time NXT as well. The only thing Kevin Dunn is good at capturing is sobbing children. And whatever doesn't reflect off his teeth. And nice. Oh, ow. Right into the corner. Big ol' knife fist chop. But Tyler did have a long NXT run, didn't he? And now he's back in NXT. I think it's kind of good. I feel like that was really the brand that fit him best. The brand where he was really allowed to do what he needed to do. That was a nice Jericho homage with the jump rope drop kick. Though I think that was more of an enziguri, which is what everybody does, but it's okay. Actually, hey, great picture-in-picture. Oh no, it was a drop kick. It was a drop kick. Cool. Although, admittedly, I'm a big fan of Tyler Breeze just because I'm also a fan of Tyler Breeze just because he's great with up, up, down, down as well. In the Battle of the Brands! Which I would love to do something like that, but I just don't have the technological implications necessary. And I'm also, as good as I am at talking smack, I'm not that good at talking smack. Not that consistently. And I don't want to be accused of doing what everyone else is doing. The only thing that's worse is being a cheap imitation.
This situation actually favors Tyler because he has been in NXT longer. You guys just got out a couple hours.
Full Sail. Do they still do shows at Full Sail? They still tape the tapings at Full Sail, right? Right. I think so. Although now they're all at the Performance Center. I think they're all going to the Performance Center. But Breeze's favorite game is 52 Pickup. It's a card game. You just fling all the cards in the air and then you just pick them up. Great game. Whoever invented the game 52 Pickup is like, hey, why don't you just mess around cards and then pick up cards? Okay. Headlocks. Look at all the headlocks. God, hearing all of Corey Graves' main roster stuff is just like making me already burn out of hearing him. Even though this is like not insufferable Corey Graves, it's like
despite the fact that he's got John Cena at Elimination Chamber in a week and a half, he can't see who his next potential challenger could be. Sunset flip. Oh!
Okay. Ballard pulls a Jeff Hardy. Nice roll through into the basement drop kick. Pretty, pretty. That's pretty. Spring's pretty, but pretty. I've never said that Finn Balor can't work. He's just not my cup of tea. But man, his body paint's really cool though. That's wonder how destroyed it'll be by the end of this match once he starts really getting into it. Ooh. Drop kick. I feel like I need to be more entertaining here, but I can't. I'm just like vividly watching the match, which is showing the difference between NXT. Oh! Oof. That is a double stomp. But God, do I hate the double stomp. I hate the double stomp. Every double stomp that anyone ever does ever, I hate it, which is why I don't like the coup de grace. I don't like it. It's just, I'm a little guy trying to do big man thing. I know it's dumb thinking, but I'm just not a fan of it, and especially because, like many moves, everybody does it. Another chop. The chops don't echo as well in this room as they do in certain arenas, or they just don't have it mic'd up as well. I wonder how many film people actually get trained adequately from NXT, you know? Because I assume that this is where all the camera guys go to get trained as well. All the production crew. Maybe they have their own place in Stamford. Good Tyler Breeze audience in here. I like it. I like it.
Beautiful reversal by Breeze.
And a forearm. I wish people would just punch people. Sling Blade, hate that move. I think Finn Balor is just associated with so many moves that I hate, and that's probably why I don't like him. It's not even him himself that's the problem. Oh, super kick. No, it's just a super kick, Corey. It's not a supermodel kick. It's a super kick. Okay? Can we stop with all the ridiculous names to make regular moves? A body slam is a Queen's Lair Vermilion Air chicken wing. No, it's just a body slam. Like, let's stop with this. Oh, it's the ancient grandmother stretcher. No, it's a Boston Crab. Let's stop. That's right, ancient grandmother. Big ancient grandmother. No, I do not remember that one entrance because I did not see it. Was that on TV or was that a Takeover? That was probably a Takeover. I wasn't that invested in NXT at this point, so this is like a lot of this is just coming back to see it. It took until like 2016, I think, to really get me involved in NXT. Hell, I had just bought the network to watch Mania 31. I went for that. How do you guys feel about Tyler Breeze's finishing move being a spinning heel kick? I personally like it. I just wish that they weren't doing so much fantastical stuff before that. And why would Finn Balor hold the tights? That went fast. That was fast. That was a good sequence though.
Tyler Breeze throwing a tantrum. This is not the time to do that. Brilliant maneuver by Finn Balor, rolling out, buying himself some time, recovering as much as he can while Breeze is throwing this little hissy fit.
The commentary. Oh, Byron and Corey have been ruined by longevity. They really have been. From the Michael Cole School of Commentary. Oh, there's a running sling blade. That was fun. Tyler Breeze now looks like he's laughing. Bad sell. Or bad camera angle for that bad sell. And Finn Balor's like, hey, why don't I just jump off something just for the fuck of it? Please don't, dude. He's up from so little high up. What do you mean, please don't die? Although that was kind of a messy landing. And the referee now should have just counted those two out. But the referee comes back in, breaks the rules. Shame on the ref. I know it's referee's discretion, but come on. I'm just saying, I would have rather seen. Well, then again, I don't know what they were building towards. It was Owens, probably Owens and Balor, because this is the coup de grace. And yeah, and I'm guessing that was it. Yeah, and he counted 4. The referee counted 4. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh, man. Finn Balor. Rich Brennan. God, you talk about a guy who has no oomph in his voice. He sounds as tall as he is. This was a pretty good match. How innovative was a double stomp? Not very, Corey. Not very, Corey. Oh, how innovative was a drop kick? Oh, not very. How innovative was a series of drop kicks and stomps? And then super kick, Corey. God, brutal. And then Finn Balor's babyface is grabbing the tights. It makes no sense. And then Tyler hits the model kick. Who was heel here? Tyler Breeze, I think, was supposed to be heel. And then the babyface does the jump off the top for literally no reason to break out, which should have been a double count out. And then he comes and hits the coup de grace, and that's it. I don't know. I didn't think that ending sequence was very good. I thought the moves themselves were good, but I don't know. There was something I didn't care for that finish. Peace to Josh again. See him on Friday. Oh, and Kevin Owens at least looks like he's watching television. No, he looks like he's glaring from the side. Oh, God. Glaring from the side, as usual. You guys listening to Retreat? You should be listening to Retreat while you're watching me do this.
What a night it has been so far here tonight at Stars 7 night in Orlando. What praise.
What do you mean, the Hartford Bjornsson? Oh, the Game of Thrones dude? And Stephanie McMahon. Hello, people watching NXT. I didn't know they were going to zoom on me. I'm Stephanie McMahon. I'm a star. Finn Balor. Yeah. Nah. Sorry, I'm just not a big Finn Balor guy. That wasn't why I didn't like the match. To be fair, it wasn't Finn Balor specifically that made me dislike the finish of that match. It was just the finish of that match. Here comes trouble, 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 trouble.
Now we get to show Philadelphia, and then he's taking over. They're young, they're hungry, NXT is where it's at.
Oh, Alexa Bliss. Old school Alexa Bliss. That was before she was Sami Callihan. That's funny. Before Sami Callihan was a big man. You know what I mean? Sasha Banks. Red hair Sasha Banks. Bull Dempsey. God. What happened to Bull Dempsey? Is he gone? Okay, I'm gonna take this moment to step out of frame.
Awesome experience, Ray. Would definitely do it again. And now wait for more. Three sold-out events. NXT taking it on the road with a lot of fun.
Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke is on this show. This Emma and Dana Brooke? Oh, God. Dana, hey, I'm not going to lie. Dana kind of looks better here than she does now. Yeah. Yeah, she does. I think she's gotten maybe one or two Botox too many. Maybe that's. I mean, Jim has his own way of kind of being a dick about it, but I don't necessarily disagree. It's kind of butchered her face with all of the extras. Here comes Charlotte. Who is Charlotte teaming with? Boy, she doesn't look the way she did either. She's had things happen to her. Oh, it is Charlotte and Bailey. Oh man, Bailey being over. Ah, I miss Bailey being over. I mean, really over. Not to say that Bailey isn't good though. She's been doing stuff pretty well. I, I've liked her turn, truthfully. I just wish people viewed her as a bigger deal.
Rich, you ought to get a couple of those inflatable things for your front yard. They look really nice next to the pink flamingos. No, I actually bought some yesterday. Why am I not surprised?
Children! Yay, children. Oh, snap bracelets?
Sorry, I'm not fluent in third. There's a hug. Bailey's a professional hugger and a professional best friend. You guys know that?
Bailey and Charlotte.
Bailey wasn't hugging Emma a couple of weeks back.
Interesting to see them here versus where they would end up being. And God, amazing how big a career Charlotte had.
Her own struggles on to Bailey. Understandably, Emma was frustrated. She went up to the main roster, maybe didn't find the success she was looking for, but I don't know why she felt she was appropriate.
Yeah, the time that Bailey is more over than Charlotte.
Emma sees a lot of herself, and in her words, you can take it seriously here on NXT. Emma feels like it's her duty now to straighten out Bailey a little bit. Meanwhile, Dana Brooke has been nothing short of boastful since arriving on the scene here at NXT. And Dana, former fitness competitor,
All right, let's get this going on.
the one featured in that tap out commercial. Well, listen, Dana Brooke's been very impressive since arriving here at NXT. But you got to earn your stripes. And Charlotte has been the queen bee around here for a long time. Dana Brooke's going to have to beat her to prove
Like the hair
that
Dana's got that like that pink and blonde going on.
It's her responsibility to let Charlotte know.
Slingshot into a very meh clothesline, but it was a good bump by Dana.
Getting off to a great start. That's a whole lot easier said than done, as we're seeing right now. I don't know if there's anyone in the business.
Back slap tag. Jim Cornette would be infuriating. Oh, titty slap. Can we say that on TV? I don't know, but I said it. I done said it. Evil Emma. See, I'm not caught up with what the storylines were at the time, but knowing these four, or at least knowing three of these four, this should be a good encounter. Emma using Dana as the shield? All right, I dig it. Good heel move. Oh, clever. Knocked them both down. Nice. Clever, Bailey.
Referee up to the 5 count. Bailey headed back into the ring.
Like that little rock little like kick she did before she actually got in and underneath the
well scouting everything, but that opened
in and underneath the
all it takes. That was solid teamwork. A
ropes.
momentary lapse of concentration by Bailey, and she paid for it. I'm trying to put her away. I kind of wonder if there is a little bit of bitterness there from Emma. Maybe she's jealous of Bailey's success here.
Well, at least you can identify who is supposed to be the heels in this situation.
Emma again going for the victory.
They kind of blurred the lines with Breeze and Balor.
Emma definitely does bring the interest and perspective. Watch this. Bailey tried to come up, Dana.
Oh!
Emma, that was just nasty.
Again, that was another time the picture-in-picture helped because I did miss that. And it's actually important to why she's working on wrenching the head, which Bailey is selling very well.
Theoretically, it's a good point, but it's worked well for Bailey. Just because it didn't work for Emma doesn't mean it didn't work for Bailey. Bailey's one of the hottest superstars in NXT. Emma reminds me of that uncle that some people have that never quite made it past high school football, but he wants to sit there and Monday morning quarterback all the time. Thinking of Uncle Rico? I don't have an Uncle Rico.
This commentary is so rough. Oh, my Uncle Dave and Steve and Jerry and... What the fuck are you guys talking about? It's not the match. You guys are not hyping up and putting over the talent in the match right now.
Flying off the top rope.
This commentary is so brutal.
Oh!
That Bayless, well, I don't know what they called that, but that was a nice crossbody under the corner of the ropes. That's one of Tennille's signatures. I haven't seen much of Tennille since she left WWE. Then again, I didn't see much of her in WWE, but I saw a couple of matches at first to know that she had a good ability. Now that was a punch. That was a punch. There you go, Emma. Bailey's so good at doing the Ricky Morton. She really is. Oh, that was a rough sell. Nice. There we go. Good for them. Got the heels. The heels got the tag first. Made the hot tag hotter. Made the chops mean more. Oh, stole one. Stole a neck breaker there.
Connecting with a kick. Oh, hold on. Trying to cover bases. Dana Brooke taking advantage of the distraction.
You can tell that Charlotte is still, I don't want to say she's green, but she is still a little inexperienced at this time. But she still looks great. She still looks great.
Charlotte trying to put away Emma. Center of the ring. And Emma. And the shoulder up to scale on. And Charlotte feels like she proudly carries the torch for this NXT Women's division. She wants to put it on the map. Not just herself, but every other diva that competes here. Stephanie McMahon saying earlier tonight on the Takeover pre-show, the NXT leaders revolutionizing things.
I don't think that Emma should have taken that kind of time. Yeah, she shouldn't have. She shouldn't have bolstered like that. I feel like that was. But again, that's more WWE milking. But she gonna tap. She gonna tap. Well, she's got to bridge it first. They're gonna make sure she bridges it first. Oh, that looks much more impressive. What was that? That was kind of cool. That was creative. I agree. That was creative. And the worst finisher of all time, the natural selection. And that's, of course, going to win it with the worst finishing move of all time. I really don't like the natural selection. I really, 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 really don't like the natural selection. But that was a good match. It was a good piece of business. Hot tag, heat. The only thing I didn't really care for was Emma's boasting at the end. But I think all four of these women worked hard. That was a good one. I enjoyed it. Good stuff. I like tag matches. I think these guys know what they're doing. And I don't even give props to Dana. She did what she needed to do. And now annoying strut copying. Don't copy people's shit. Don't copy their gimmick. Oh, now they're both doing Bailey stuff. Ah, that's so cool. That's cool. How heartwarming. Hey, and this was Sami Zayn fucking up his shoulder 3 weeks ago.
Impact of Sammy landing, and you see the favoring that left arm, the left shoulder, and now that's why there's so much question about what position Sami Zayn will be in our main event against Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship. There is Sami Zayn, the former NXT champion, looking for revenge.
Oh, that's right. Sammy had already had it. But Sammy's last match wasn't going to happen yet. That was Shinsuke Nakamura. That is an incredible match.
Everyone for the special thanks to Motionless in White for the official theme song, Unstoppable. You can pick it up on iTunes. A little something coming up soon called NXT Loud. Motionless in White.
Those theme songs have always been much better in NXT than they are on the main roster. Who's that? Is that Peyton Royce? Oh, yes. That's the Iconics. Some Matthew McConaughey looking guy. I'm not familiar who he is. And Apollo Crews. I don't know. I didn't know who the other two were. We haven't seen anything. I don't think they made it. Hate to see it. Although it looks like one of those guys is somebody that did make it. Maybe, I don't know. Here comes Rhino. Here's somebody who did make it. I liked Rhino's stint in NXT. Thought he was a good bit of it. He was a nice piece of experience to add to the rest of, to the rest of the roster.
The Bad Beast. As we want to take you back to what happened last week here on NXT after being called out by Rhino, Baron Corbin gave the Man Beast a definitive response.
Man Beast and Baron. I remember this match actually being halfway passable.
Are we gonna do this or what?
Oh, Baron Corbin. Back when I could stump Baron Corbin more than I do now.
Security trying to pull these two apart. When they finally go nose to nose.
I miss Baron Corbin promos like in NXT where he sounded bad. He sounded like he was going to be another American badass. But then they made Baron Corbin what Baron Corbin is now. The king. The king. Oi. Just oi. What a life. I do like Baron Corbin's new theme as opposed to his old theme though. This theme was hard to stomach. Good still. This Baron Corbin I could enjoy. But I still don't care for this theme though. I think his new theme is better. All hail.
One of the most impressive young superstars we've had in some time. He's known for decimating his opponents in short order.
This is match 3 of, I assume, 5. Yep, we're in hour number 2.
He has the most impressive win-loss record here on NXT. But he's going against a man with a full.
And it's funny because I think the next match is Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews, and their match actually wasn't that bad either. But I liked this match. I remember watching this match and enjoying this. Although Corbin got a lot of flack from the start. He really did. It's kind of a shame Corbin never really got to the NXT championship and was able to carry that kind of gold. I think they called him up a little before he was ready for that moment. But don't get me wrong, I do like and respect Baron Corbin. He was, again, saddled with stupid gimmicks and stupid stuff, and that didn't look good. But that worked. But I like that little piece of roughness to it, though. I like when it has grit. Why is Rhino doing forearms? Hit him with punch. There we go. That's punch. That's punch.
We expected this to be a brawl. This is not going to be a technical masterpiece. This is going to be smash mouth in your face.
Another split crowd for this one. And, oh, nice. Pushes him over the top. Rhino down. This was before Rhino got to be heavier. Not a knock, just the way it was.
You two want to hurt each other. Sending Rhino into the ring apron back first.
I really wish I were more entertaining today, but I am in fact just watching the show for what it is. It kind of makes it a little less like, back when I had the sheet, when I had the script, it was a lot easier because then I could fill in with the rest of that, but I really don't have much in the way of filler. Oh, God. Launched Rhino into the ropes. Down he goes. Brutal. Brutal. I don't think the picture-in-picture was necessary to watch Baron Corbin push Rhino over the top. Again, oh man. And Baron Corbin just throwing it in onto Rhino. And I love Rhino's selling here. Just throwing him into the turnbuckles over and over. I miss Corbin with hair a little bit. I know that he lost a lot of hair fast on the main roster, and that's probably because 300 days a year. But he still had a decent amount of hair at this point. And as a result, I think that he looks better.
Look at this. Corbin unleashing on Rhino. This is what it's going to take to beat the man beast. Just being relentless.
I love this intensity. I love the intensity of Corbin just like going in on this guy. You don't see that from him really anymore. Shame.
That is the exact right strategy.
You know why? Main roster. The shame of the main roster. Because like almost everybody in the main roster, you're like, oh, it's shame to treat it like that.
Oh, this isn't just any opponent. This isn't just any challenge. Corbin might have Rhino exactly where he needs him. Hook of the leg. Corbin for the victory again. Take out by Rhino. Anyways, you could say this is the most important match of Baron Corbin's career. You could say the same thing for Rhino. This could be the last match, the next step in the rebirth of his career since he got to NXT. You're absolutely right.
Let's go Baron is a weird chant. I don't know how much Baron Corbin is that great of a name either. Because I doubt that that's his real name.
A lot of fight left in Rhino. Corbin looking Pretty impressive.
Oh, that was a nice double bump. Rhino doing some good work for this guy. Rhino was doing wonders for this dude.
Could come down to which one of these monsters gets to their feet first. Nobody's moving yet. Take off the cobwebs. Up to 6 here. Rhino grab the ropes, Corbin up at pretty much the same time.
Yes, punches. Punches. I enjoy punches as opposed to forearms.
That little breather might have revitalized the man beast. Oh! I think you're right.
With the gore into the corner, which is technically not the gore, even though it's the gore.
Great counter by Corbin.
Great hump counter by Corbin.
They're taking everything out of each other. They're going for that following slam. Oh, Scout, my goodness, Spinebuster! Spinebuster, that's gonna be it!
Man, can you imagine more of Anala doing these shows? Oh, it'd be so much better. It'd be so much better.
He's faring pretty well, if I do say so myself.
Come on. This has been the best match of the night so far, though. These two are tearing it into each other. Oh, and that did not look that great, but that again, grit. There's grit here. I like this gritty style, and Rhino is great to exemplify that. Getting a lot of good out of Baron Corbin right now. And Baron Corbin's credit, he's been doing his own too. And that was a great clothesline.
I thought for sure Corbin was done.
The end of days. Back when they protected the end of days. And that's it. One end of days and it's over. I love it. I love it. This is my favorite match so far. I knew there was a reason I liked Baron Corbin. And this match was it. This was brilliant. This was a great piece of business. This is the best Baron Corbin, one of the best Baron Corbin matches. And I do remember seeing this before, and I look back on it with just as much fun as now. This was great. This was great. And maybe that's how you know that I really am the smarkiest of smarts when I say, hey, Baron Corbin match was really good. But it really was. I mean, Rhino was great. Baron Corbin was great. They told the story very well. Brilliant. Just great. Yes, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
What an impressive victory for Baron Corbin
in our May Takeover. I mean, he's getting heat. He's getting booed, which is good because I assume that was the point. He does get booed. That is one thing I will give him credit for. He knows how to get booed. But Corbin needs to go back to this kind of Baron Corbin as opposed to the Corbin that we've come to know now. Shame. Total shame. I'm going to take a moment. And here comes a package. Get ready for a package. And I'm not just talking my package.
My answer is no. But trust me, you and I, we are going to fight. But it's going to be on my terms, not yours. And if you think that you have me all figured out, you're going to realize. Kevin Owens with a cheap shot on John Cena with connect with the pop-up powerbomb. This is surreal to see this and watch what Kevin Owens does next. United States title.
Oh no, the United States title. What's going to happen to the United States title? Oh man. Kevin Owens and John Cena. That That rivalry could have been so much more. They could have really made Kevin Owens.
But then you didn't win. I'm sorry, but you still love me. I know it's a big week for you, but you've also had a pretty big week, and I just want to get your thoughts on everything that's happened. You're referring to NXT taking over Philadelphia and Albany last weekend, where I had not one, not two, but three successful title defenses. I'm talking about that, yeah. That probably also Monday night when I showed up on Raw and shocked the world, not by answering John Cena's little open challenge, but by dropping him where he stood, for trying to take credit for the injury that I caused Sami Zayn. Right? Right. You know, while I was on Raw, I made sure to show John Cena that this is a real prize.
Kevin Owens is a great promo.
So, I guess you're right, Greg. It was a pretty big week. You know what? Tonight's going to be the culmination of that week. If you think Sami Zayn can take this away from me and my family involved, I guess a bit of veteran advice for Sami. He shouldn't show up tonight. Because if he does, I promise it's the last time anyone will ever see it. Thank you.
Kevin Owens. He's another guy who could talk his ass off. Oh, and here comes these two.
Oh, good.
They even got the circus team, like the circus kind of tune going in. Is that Carmella? That's right. Carmella was with them. And Carmella is so much better now. Just on her own.
My name is Enzo Amore. I am a certified thief and a bona fide son. And can't see that. And this right here, this is Big Cat. And he's 7 foot tall. And you can't see that. And this right here, this is Carmella. And she's hot as hell. And you can't see that.
I agree with that. I agree. You may not like them, but I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I love this guy. How you doing?
I'm really happy Carmella made it on her own instead, truthfully. I'm glad she didn't end up being like hackled down by these two. Remember we were so initially like worried about that? People were worried that Carmella was just gonna get lost in the shuffle. Carmella ended up superseding both of these two guys, and maybe she knew that. And maybe they knew that.
Because me and Big Cass got a bounty on those titles. Bounty.
It's the quilted quicker picker up here. Oh, he said it.
When we lay you down. Because tonight we become the new NXT Tag Team Champions.
The single champion. We become the one single champion.
Blake and Murphy, well, there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. Could you imagine if the NXT Tag Team?
This was a good show, but it's a thing that got old kind of quick. Blake and Murphy. This isn't the same Murphy, is it? Oh, it must be Murphy, like Buddy Murphy. Yes? Yeah, oh yeah. Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy. Wow, what a weird time for the tag titles. It's amazing how much the tag division was going to accelerate from this point.
Lincoln Murphy came from out of nowhere to capture the NXT Championship. But right now, we want to show you what happened 2 weeks ago, right here on NXT. Enzo and Cass, the number one contenders, they were scheduled for a matchup, but
Gets the revival. Lincoln Murphy fake punches. That's literally what that looked like.
Enzo and Cass spent so much time running their mouths. Lincoln Murphy do their talking with their fists. They hit backstage and sent a strong message.
Are you serious? Oh. Yes, you did a good job. Let us leave.
Right there, that's what it's all about. The NXT Tag Team Championship. Lincoln Murphy.
Murphy looks more. I don't know how to describe it. He looks in less shape here than he does now. I guess that's the way I put it. What would happen to Wesley Blake?
Crossbody for the title. The impact on that. Blake and Murphy have been busy.
Okay, this is a nice looking drop kick.
Again for the championships. Is this enough? Here's the concern now. If you're Enzo and Cass, you got to keep your emotions in check. This is the first time we've seen these two in 2 weeks ever since that attack. If they let these get out of hand, they're not going to walk out of here as a tag team champion.
Another back slap tag. Another back slap tag.
Here comes Big Cass.
Big Cass is big.
Instead of these two group calls Enzo and Cass. That's like me owing you money, but instead I decide to mow your lawn and buy you ice cream to try to pay you back. Starting off, it looked like Blake and Murphy wanted to target Enzo. Wow, and don't seem too thrilled to see Big Cass in there. He didn't move on that chop. Oh, Cass is almost 7 feet tall. Again, television does not do this man justice. Straight by Cass, but what a quick counter. Yeah, oh, there's the counter. There goes Murphy.
Enzo and Cass are supposed to show up on Northeast Wrestling before this whole deal started.
Right hand. Cass for the championships. And a kick out. Cass becoming the number one contenders. As soon as Blake and Murphy saw that, they went into protect mode. Oh! Targeted Carmella. Like giving her flowers. Flirted with Carmella. All trying to get in the head of Enzo and Cass. Here comes Enzo. Flying crossbody for the championships and again. They kick out. Looks like a high school fireball. Hold on. Blake going after Enzo. Oh! Enzo turned his head for a split second. That's all it takes.
Damn.
You've got a tag team machine as well oiled as Blake and Murphy.
Enzo looks like a goddamn Slim Jim. Slim Jim in cargo pants. That's just brutal. That is just brutal. Can't say that I'm loving this match so far. Oh, backbreaker. Not a big fan of the cheetah print on Enzo's head either. I do like Carmella though. I like Carmella's outfits better though later. But she definitely got the right formula of what works.
Isolate Enzo. Top strategy on the front of the fence? Absolutely. Got to keep the big man on. out of the ring, do your damage to this weasel from New Jersey. Weasel from New Jersey. That's right. I drove down the New Jersey Turnpike on Sunday night. I needed a fucking shot.
Yeah, Murphy definitely looks better now than he does in this particular match. He looks beefier in this match, but he definitely like leaned up a lot.
Urgency on the part of both teams here. Like you said, Byron, Murphy trying to prove that they deserve to be tag team champions, but everybody's on Casper. That was an elder statesman here. You can hear the reaction of the other spirit when these guys come out. They love Enzo and Cass. There's no other Cass break state. They buy the merchandise. That hasn't been enough for these two. The one thing that saluted them for 2 years, and wasn't they have paid for the tag team title. I told you before, Saxon, popularity doesn't win championships. Catchphrases don't win titles. That was my point.
Yeah, they're going to cut him off. Yeah, good move. Cutting Enzo off at the pass. Smart. I like it. That was a... Enzo did not know how to get into the abdominal stretch, and you could tell he was not... He still doesn't know what's happening. Enzo doesn't even look like he's in pain.
Well, Enzo! Enzo never stops fighting.
Not a big fan of Enzo's facials either. Ooh. Elbow looked rough. Oh no, they cut him off. What a devilishly thing to do. Oh! Powerbomb backstabber. That was brutal. That should have been a finish. But of course, this is 25th. This is modern wrestling, so we're not going to get such.
Take another look. What teamwork by Blake and Murphy?
That was still pretty brutal.
Two knees to the upper back. I gotta give credit to Enzo for being able to kick out of that. That was impressive. Look at Enzo's body. This is a very dangerous spot for Enzo.
I don't think that Enzo is as good at getting the Ricky Morton sympathy like Bailey was in the women's tag earlier.
So, with his last bit of strength, see they're holding on to the top rope. And now starting to fight back. Tag team titles. Oh, what a DDT! Flying DDT!
That was a good little move to get people going back in the right direction.
Enzo's gonna make the tag.
Kaz, get back into your corner and grab that tag. Oh, good. They are both holding the tag rope. At least they're still being taught to hold the tag rope. That was a well-timed... I don't say it was perfectly timed, but it was a well-timed hot tag. Nice feed. Yeah, they were big. What the hell was that elbow? Looks like he had a spaz attack in the middle of it. Oh, they're getting heat on the big guy. Double clothesline. I think I just broke it. Oh. He hit one of them. Okay. I think that was supposed to look more impressive than it actually was.
What is this? What is Cass thinking? You got Enzo, who's barely conscious. You're gonna put him on the top rope. I agree with you, Biz. I don't know about this strategy.
Yeah, I don't either. I think Cass should have just won this.
It's Alexa Bliss. What's she doing? What was that for?
Right, I forgot Bliss was with Blake and Murphy. Cass, don't be stupid. He was stupid. Left the ring. He was dumb. Cass was dumb. And now Enzo. That was a good bump. Is that going to be it? Nice. Heel win. I like the heel win. And then one with shitty tactics. Nice distraction. Cass wasn't the legal man, so I guess that's good too. All right, logical finish. Logical finish. I cannot get mad at a logical finish. This was not the women's tag match of the previous one was, but this was still pretty good. This was still pretty good. I think we have 2 matches to go. Oh, what a boot. This was a fun match. I mean, it was, again, not my favorite, but it was basketball. I dig it. I dig the match. It's definitely manageable. Did the job. I think keeps Enzo and Cass out of the title picture, which was probably good. And they were pretty over as an act. And I say act deliberately because I would not say they were as not as an attraction. There's a difference between an attraction and an act. They were a fun little. The whole point of their thing was their shtick, but their shtick was the same exact, like pretty much the exact same every time. So it's an act as opposed to an attraction where it's different every time, but it's oh look, Eva Marie's here, great, booed. She just straight up got booed. Wow, and my battery's low. Oh no, that's no good. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to charge it. That's okay. I can do that. I have the power. And Eva Marie is upset. And this really is going to be a bathroom break. This time. This is the legitimate bathroom break. I'll be right back for the next show. And just so I don't get copyrighted, just in case. No, whatever. We'll be fine.
Coming up next, there's still a lot more to get to, but up next, two of the brightest stars in the Divas division, the women's division here in NXT, getting set to go one-on-one with the championship on the line. Becky Lynch challenger against the boss, Sasha Banks.
Maybe you need to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do you need to do to make it to the top?
Sasha Banks has clearly been looking for allies, and apparently has found one here with Becky Lynch. It's an alliance, it is not a friendship. It is all about business.
Sasha Banks opened my eyes to what it takes to get to the next level of NXT.
And I am aligning myself with somebody who's going to help me get to the top. Whatever Sasha Banks is preaching to Becky Lynch is obviously starting to work.
If I were you, I'll be watching your own back.
He wasn't gone for that long. You didn't even miss me. You didn't even miss me. I'm right here. I haven't left. I never left. I haven't been here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. I have been here since the get-go. I've been here from day one. And what is this match? Oh, this is Sasha and Becky. And then we have the NXT title match. This is all packaged, so I didn't miss anything of consequence.
I came from Earth for one reason and one reason only, and that is to become the NXT Women's Champion.
Wait a minute, my goodness! Becky Lynch is the new #1 contender!
Now my former friend Becky wants to challenge me for my NXT Women's Championship. I can make everybody forget about you.
Back with Sasha Banks. Country talk.
I came here to take over. Since my change last week, I've been undefeated.
Welcome back. Welcome, Skylar. We're about to watch Becky and Sasha. And you are having a rough day, but I'm glad you came here to take your struggles away, which is what the Court Martial podcast is here to do. Is take your struggles of the workaday world away so you can just relax and have a great time with us. Here comes Becky doing her steampunk thing. Remember when Becky did steampunk? I do. Actually, before we go, I'm going to take a bathroom break. Pardon me. Becky Lynch! I'm Becky Lynch! Yeah, Becky Lynch! Becky Lynch! Becky Lynch! I have no life. I have zero life. Yes, pre-baby Becky. Steampunk Becky. Look at how orange that hair was. Oh, yes. Well, Becky's always been a great wrestler. I've really stopped liking her theme a while ago, though. It's just a bunch of whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the substance? Where's the substance? Sasha trying to look all badass with like the $2 glasses. Oh, yeah, the good old days. Good old NXT days.
If you want to talk about living your dream, Sasha Banks is living her dream as NXT Women's Champion, and she has no.
I miss Sasha being taken quasi seriously as well. Oh, Sky, you missed the tag match. It was Charlotte and Bayley versus Dana Brooke and Emma. Quality stuff. It was quality tag action. Actually, most of the matches have been good. The only one I didn't like was Balor and Tyler Breeze. And the only reason I didn't like that was the finish. You forget how over Bayley was, yeah. You missed me saying earlier, Sky, that Balor, when they stripped Balor of the demon, or basically made it like a once in a blue moon appearance, and I'm going to talk right over these in-ring introductions. Thanks, Jojo, Jojo. But anyway, I said that once they stripped him of that on the main roster, he did nothing for me. But I never really cared because he's associated with a lot of moves I'm not a big fan of, like the double stomps and actually that there was another one that I forgot. Oh yeah, but mostly double stomps. It's pre-baby JoJo, pre-baby Bray. Sling Blade, yes, thank you. That's exactly what it was. The Slong Blade. No, I keep my Slong Blade very close to me. Thank you very much. Here we go. Let's see. Both of these ladies' hairs are color of Starburst. That's just an interesting fact.
Absolutely right. There aren't too many divas and people on the planet that can say that about Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch has all the talent in the world. Right? Oh, well, there's some of that talent. Becky, look at this. for the championship. Sasha turns it quickly around. Look at this. Cover after cover, and what a bridge.
Oh, they did the bridge spot. I like when they do the little bridge spot. When they're doing the chain wrestling and they get into the point where one person's body is over the other, going for a cover, and they both bridge together up and out of that. That's always a fun one. I wish that wasn't done as often, so it meant more. But that's just me. That's old school me. Back in my day. And by the way, with these live streams, fun thing we're going to be doing as well, we're going to be taking all of these and we're just going to keep going further back in time. So eventually we're going to be watching like Starcade 83 or something like that, or maybe even something earlier. Maybe we'll wait and we'll watch a little Mid-South wrestling. Ooh, man. Yeah, but with not as many pins. But that was some ridiculousness. I miss Magnation, the quality Magnation moments. This is the second time I mentioned them on a live stream. Oh, nice hook. Commentary still insufferable. This really could use more of an aloe. Rich Brennan just doesn't do it for me. Clean break from Sasha, the heel. Yeah, I like it. Oh, good bump. Arm twister into a face first into the apron, which just so happens to be the hardest part of the ring. That looked rough, though.
Sasha for the victory to put Becky Lynch away in a kick out. Sasha didn't seem like Becky Lynch would Tyrone too.
Come on, Sasha.
Becky wanted to do this since she was 15 years old. She's been around. She's done this. Was it enhanced by Sasha? Yes. But there's still a skill set that Becky Lynch maybe has that Sasha Banks hasn't seen.
Sasha and Becky.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sasha trying to turn the tables going after the left arm of Becky. That could really severely change the strategy of Becky Lynch in this match. How about that? Yeah, make it fun of the...
When they let Sasha be Sasha. This just makes me sad. Because a lot of these people in the main roster are so, like, passé-ly bleh. And that's just, again, it's presentation. It's just presentation. But these guys have intent. They look good. They look convincing doing it. Good wrestling shouldn't make you depressed to know what they became when they actually went to... such a shame. Backstabber. Isn't this technically the bank statement? Yes, it is. But they don't, I guess this wasn't her finish yet. What was Sasha's finish at this time? Because I'm pretty sure this is / was the bank statement.
Absolutely. I've said it over and over again. In the ring, Becky Lynch is absolutely. Personally, we don't get wrong, but I mean, I won't take anything away
I don't watch NXT, the TV show, but
Look at the fact here, Sasha still holding on despite Becky trying to create some separation. There you go. Becky trying to find an opening. Oh no. Here it comes. Becky knows those covers. She's trying to hold on. Look at her hanging onto the ropes.
and double knees to the arm. Looks like they're focusing on the arm there, Boyle.
Cover. Sasha Banks trying to put Becky Lynch away.
There's a good several looks at the shoulders.
I respect Becky. I respect what she's trying to do. I respect her dreams. Becky's getting a harsh reality of what it is to compete against the elite. And the elite right now on NXT in this women's division is Sasha Banks.
What's she doing? Bow and arrow?
Oh my God. Look at the
Nice
agony on
twist
her
in the arm.
face. Look how far back she's. Oh my God. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh no. She's got. Oh my God. She's gonna break Becky's arm. That was hard to watch. Cover.
I missed that Becky firecracker hair. I mean the real, like, really bright orange, rather than the standard orange that she goes with now.
Rip out the arm of Becky Lynch. I honestly don't know how much.
It's like 3 phases of orange, actually. There's a lot of depth into Becky's hair, as Sasha just stomps into it repeatedly.
Welcome to the big leagues, Becky Lynch. Becky might have no choice but to submit. She wants to battle another day. It might be a wise decision. Sasha Banks isn't going to stop. No one's going to stop Sasha Banks. Well, you got to understand something. You may never get this opportunity again in your career. Becky may never have this chance to prove herself, to prove that she can win the NXT Women's Championship. Hold on, Becky Lynch! Able to reverse, but Sasha right back into it. It's an unfortunate fact in life, Saxton. Not everybody gets a trophy. Not everybody gets to be champion. Well, Becky still fight for hers.
I love the grungy feel of this show.
Banks yelling at Becky Lynch. Give up. Break her off.
I've been saying the commentary has been god awful all night long. It's, again, main roster has ruined Corey and Saxton for me, and Rich Brennan's just not that good. This is kind of cool, though. Statue of Liberty. Backdrop.
Guys, that is passion.
That was pretty cool. That was a nice power out.
A woman who is fighting with virtually one arm, but she wants to be
This is wrestling. Stupid chant. Stupid chant.
You've got to be impressed with this. Look at this power by Becky Lynch. Able to pick the boss up over her head and unceremoniously give her a ride. For all the punishment Becky Lynch is taking, be able to somehow pull off that maneuver. And somehow be fighting now. Like you said, Byron, the essentially one good arm.
Spinning heel kick. Don't need it. Well, not spinning heel. I mean, that particular spinning heel kick, that did not look too savory.
The women's title is on the line. Sasha Banks defending the championship, but Becky Lynch getting fired up. Here she goes to the top rope. Becky Lynch delivering a drop kick. For the title, new champion here. A kick out by Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch trying to create new life for herself in this matchup. Once again, look at Becky Lynch taking chances and connecting like Sasha Banks.
The NXT crowds did mark for themselves. They did that a lot. Particularly the Full Sail group. Lucha! And they're in painful double knees. Twice.
To avoid double knees in the face from Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks trying to put Lynch away. No. Becky's still in it. I can't cover. The champ.
Come on, Rich. Come on, Rich. You got to comment better than that. I don't feel like any of these guys are hyping these people up at all. They're not putting over Sasha or Becky in this situation with what they're talking about. They're just talking about a bunch of blather. I mean, they're trying to talk like storyline, but I don't know.
What Becky Lynch said, I'm not here to take part, I'm here to take over. Oh. Come on. Sasha going right back out to the left arm. Oh! This time advantage Becky.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a dive there. Didn't see a dive. Nice. Forearms. Not nice. No, it's not. The green light is just the green light. I don't have any specific meaning behind it. But I could do the black light and symbol of the Undertaker, but then you wouldn't see me at all. And that wouldn't be cool. Or maybe it would. Who knows? You get reactions. You just get my reactions and see, oh, that was something of a nip up. Leg drop. On the arm. Oh, now she's working the arm.
Hyperextending Sasha's elbow with her feet. How creative is that?
Okay, that was kind of creative.
Now we got to see what Sasha's made of.
That clip was great. That clip was fantastic. That made me laugh for a solid 5 minutes. Suplex City. Jeez. That wasn't my suplex, though. Up Exploder! Please, people. We don't need all these fancy names for the moves. Just call the moves what they are. It's almost a gut wrench. Suplex? No plex. Suplex? No plex. Roll through suplex. Disarmer? Disarmer. Did Sasha win the belt twice? No, she didn't. So she obviously had to get it through Becky. So I think Sasha might come out of this as the wiener. She might be the wiener. Can't laugh at yourself, right? This is Ursum. This is Ursum. This is Workum. Somebody smurp 'em. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, I didn't think she did. Big dive. Ooh, that was almost a rough catch. Oh, that was supposed to be a catch. Oh. Oops. That was supposed to be a catch, but Becky did no catch. And that was awkward as hell. That. Bad. Bad. Ooh. Ooh, botch. Big old botch. Big old botch. That's okay. That's okay. You can't be perfect. You could just not do those kinds of moves, and then you'd eliminate any risk of doing that, and just by doing some more storytelling-driven shit that didn't involve diving off the top. But see, how about whatever that was? Banks statement. That is a full scope of Sasha. That was That was a Kevin Dunn inspired camera angle. That was a Vince Russo inspired camera angle there. That was like full fledged, pretty much right down down Sasha's portal. She won, but I think the fans might have won just a little bit more. This was a good match. I don't think that dive at the end was necessary. I think that I mean not just because it was botched, but because I don't think that it was necessary for the grand like the grand scheme telling of the match. But still a good match. Still a good match. I mean, this is NXT we're talking about, but still a good match. I almost want to say that I have to say the tag match might have been better. I mean, this match was good. Don't get me wrong, this match was good. But the tag match might have been better. As far as heel and babyface and doing more heel-like stuff and babyface-like stuff, I know that that's going to be controversial. But I would say the women's tag match was better than this match. Not to say that this match was bad. These matches were both very good. Gallon jug of water life. It's just how we do it. By the way, Sky, you missed my Jim Cornette comments. I made them. I forgot to make them on the podcast, but I made them at the beginning of this live stream. Which at the end of this live stream, if you want to go back and watch, which you can at any time, you just have to look for the live streams that I've done, and you will find this one, and you can go back and listen to my Jim Cornette comments. And now a very fake crying Becky Lynch. I will not repeat them. I have said them once, and I will say them only once. I will not further incriminate myself by rediscussing Cornette. Man, Becky cannot cry well. She's gotten better at that, clearly. Oh, Becky. Well, enjoy your time off. Go have fun. Well, I wouldn't say being a mom is having time off, is it?
Incredible shows respect from the NXT universe. Becky Lynch has officially arrived.
And then the fans who can't actually sing the song. So they just went to A's. Wow. Full Sail. Full Sail, you suck. Full Sail, this show had a Byron Saxton fan sign. Let's just remember that this is the fan base that we're working off here. Becky's come a long way as far as her in-ring work, and honestly, that's kind of why it is a bit of a shame to me. I said this from the start. When it comes to Becky Lynch, selfishly, I wish that we had gotten a proper loss to that title. I wish to her title run because she was on a roll and she has come such a long way that it's kind of a shame to have it end on, oh, I'm pregnant. It's kind of like a fart in church. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm obviously happy for her, and I'm not trying to take any of that away from her. But truthfully, selfishly, I would have liked a better end to that storyline. At the very least, you could have. I don't know. It's not up to me. That's my thing. It's not up to me when somebody decides to have a child. However, if we had actually, well, you don't want to go off with an injury after we find out that she's pregnant. I think if you don't mention she's pregnant at all on the show and then have somebody cash in, or come up with a contingency plan prior to this, just in case. I don't know. I think just having the belt and the briefcase was such a cop out. We deserved a proper match with Becky. That's what I'm saying. Is like if those two could have held off. I know I'm not. I have no say in the matter. I'm not saying I do, but if they could have held off for just like 3 more months, so that we could have gotten Asuka and Becky in the SummerSlam match to have the 3 and have that be the cap off and have that be the final. That's selfish. I know that's selfish, and I'm saying that in a selfish manner, and I understand that's selfish. But I wish we had gotten the actual match first, just to tie everything up in a little bow. Because let me put it this way. We criticize WWE all the time for them looking bad, for the way that they do things. Them doing this kind of made WWE look bad for having to then rewrite the story and then make continuity worse than it already is. Does that make any sense? I'm not saying that it's good or bad. I'm just saying that from an outside perspective of it, I am obviously happy for them, and I wish them nothing but a happy and healthy baby. It's just I agree with Jim that the timing of it is suspect, and that is all I'm going to say about it. That's it. Let's watch Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because I don't want to be cut off, and I don't want to be going to be completely chastised by the media now. Can't wait for all of that to be taken out of context.
Why don't you be a role model for your kid? Show some guts. You question what kind of father I am, and you question what kind of role model I am to my son. Fuck! Love this! You are not the prize. That NXT Championship is the prize. Fuck! Let's do it! At Takeover, I will show you what kind of role model I am. Because I'm going to teach my son a very valuable lesson. When you start something, you finish it. You think the first time was bad? You have no idea. I know you're hurt.
Yeah, no more cuck storylines. Please, no more cuck storylines. This is a good promo package. These two really do have great chemistry. Did Balor substitute this night? No, we still got Sami Zayn. This is another entrance theme I never cared for, because it's another very generic, not a whole lot of anything to it.
Reminds me of the Manny Pacquiao situation. Manny Pacquiao was medically cleared to fight Floyd Mayweather. He went through with it. He got embarrassed for it. Sami Zayn, you have to admire his heart. He's got more heart.
Oh, a Mayweather Pacquiao reference. I remember my roommates bought that pay-per-view, and I didn't watch a single round of it, and I still got charged for it, and I'm not happy about it. I am not happy about it. Oh, yes, the old Generico chants. I miss those. The Olays. But I'm going to guess that I'm going to sour on these pretty quick. Oh, wait, here comes Owens, who does have a great theme. Oh, look at that. Kevin Owens is wearing the John Cena's T-shirt with the U.S. belt. How cool! How defiant! Hoo-ha! I'm not letting it get to me, but here's me in John Cena's shirt. Mind game.
He's laser focused on keeping the NXT championship.
All right, this match should be pretty good. But probably not going to be too long, though, I would bet, just because of I think Sammy really was hurt here. So this is not going to be that long of a match. I can't imagine. Rage, Riley, Rage. I don't know what that means.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NXT
One fall. Oh, wait, they don't do that yet.
Introducing first place challenger, the Montreal, Quebec,
Canada. Yeah, they're both stuck up in Canada now, which is a shame because I'd like to see Kevin Owens back on my television. I know Owens was working hard in 2015. Did he? Oh. Well, I don't watch any Raw or SmackDown. I just miss him on my television. I don't watch it anyway, but I still wish he got better gear though. Oh, what was that yesterday? Did that just happen that Owens came back? See, they were listening to what I wanted right before I wanted it.
Typical because it's effective.
I still hate the cut t-shirt and gym shorts look. That's the one thing I wish Kevin Owens would just wear either tights or a singlet. I don't care which. The problem is tights will make him look fat. A singlet will not. I don't think. He used to wear a singlet. It'd be nice to see him in a singlet again. He could still wear the cut t-shirt. I just hate the shorts.
Think about the rage that has been building in Sami Zayn. Sami lost his best friend, he lost his championship, but he hasn't lost his pride.
Fighting around the outside, but not into the crowd. Nobody's fighting into the crowd.
You're Sami Zayn and you're the heartbeat of NXT. Every risk is worth it.
I know, and that's why I think that's the thing that annoys me about Kevin Owens, though, because it's like he's adamant that he won't wear anything else. And he refuses to work out. He refuses to wear. I know. He refuses to do a lot of stuff that, to me, would just help his presentation. But that's just me. It just looks weird for a guy like him doing the stunner in a t-shirt and shorts. That's be my opinion, and my opinion it shall be. All right, the Ole chants are old already. That was fun once. That was fun the first time, but I'm over it.
If you ask Kevin Owens, he'll say it's not personal. He says he was a prize fighter, that he would fight anyone, anytime. He initially didn't want to accept this matchup. Sami almost had to turn the tables on Kevin Owens to get him to take
Oh. Headshot into the steel steps. Brennan, this guy, put this guy out of his misery. Where's Morrow when you need him? He wasn't even on SmackDown at this point. Morrow was, I don't think, associated with WWE.
The best way for Sami Zayn to stick it to Kevin Owens is to win the championship, and to do that, he's got to get Kevin Owens back in the ring. Referee up to the 7th count. Yeah, I don't know if this is smart. Send Owens back in, pulls him right back out.
Oh, now they're in the crowd.
Kevin Owens Sent over the barricade under the crowd here.
And now the referee wants to get involved after 20 seconds of being outside the ring where he clearly could have counted both of them out. Now he goes over the barricade, and now the referee's got to start officiating. Get the fuck out of here, you ineffective, spineless piece of twat burger.
Almost out of control. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh, power bomb. Oh,
Sammy in the hole.
nowhere bomb.
With a non-stop barrage of fists from Sami Zayn.
Now the referee's gonna count again? Is that what he's doing? He went back into the ring to count.
Kevin Owens was not expecting
God,
this.
these refs. I miss quality refs. I need Morrow and I need Earl Hebner stat. You know what? Give me Dave Hebner. Don't even get Earl. Give me Dave. Give me Randy Anderson. Give me Nick Patrick. Or Tim White. Blue Thunder Bomb. Tell me what Blue Thunder has to do with Sami Zayn at all. What's that? What's the connection? I don't understand the connection between Sami Zayn and Blue Thunder. Does he emit Blue Thunder out of his anus? Oh, maybe Blue Thunder, like Blue and White, is in Quebec? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking for logic in places where there is none.
Vicious back elbow, but Sami Zayn's still hanging on.
Owens still looks kind of plumpy here. He doesn't as much now. Oh, Snapdragon suplex. Not a big fan of that move, but looked good though.
Somehow Owens gets the shoulder up. Right now, Sami Zayn has an answer for everything. Kevin Owens is going his way. Take a look at this half and half suplex from Sami Zayn.
Oh yes, that was a half Nelson suplex. Excuse me, I misspoke. Yeah, Suplex City was hot at the time. Slap chop. Lucha move. DDT. That was botched.
Owens countered that DDT.
Did he? They're going to picture that to make sure we all understand that that's what happened. Here it is. There it is. Did he backbreaker that? Oh, he did.
Kevin Owens had it well scouted, driving the knee into the lower back.
Wow, I got to explain, that was tough to pull off. Oh, no cannonball. Cannonball no here. Misa, cannonball no here. Oh, Exploder? Even though we already saw a Beck Exploder from Becky Lynch earlier. Oh, here comes one hell of a kick. That's it. Haluva kick. Mm-hmm. Now another Beck Exploder. Beck Exploder.
This is a Sami Zayn unlike we have ever seen.
Oh, yes. Pop-up powerbomb out of the apron. Which is, in case you didn't know, that is the hardest part of the ring. And then Saxton, this could be the turning point of this match. Indubitably. What an exquisite show of pro wrestling we're watching here right here. That man, he seems to be injured. That man is wearing a pair of shorts. He is not very classy, is he? Hashtag Zayn Owens 2. I guarantee you no one was hashtagging that.
If you're 100%, but Owens not done yet. The champion relentless in his attack on Sami Zayn, the challenger in this matchup. Guys, this has turned out to an all-out brawl. I think our officials
Did they ref stop this match?
try to make sure that Sami's okay to continue here. And again,
Oh, camera's blurry. Somebody didn't focus.
he was
Shame on that
found
cameraman. I hope you learn.
That's exactly what he's looking to do to Sami Zayn right now. He promised Sami Zayn was not coming back. And again, Owens. This has become a very dangerous situation for everybody out there. That's just Sami Zayn. You got doctors out there trying to work on Sami Zayn. Owens won't let him. Owens is cold and vicious.
And sign of the times, I like how the fans are just chanting "Ole, ole, ole" instead of showing legitimate concern because they're like, "Oh well, we know it's not." Hee hee. I wish there was more of that. That we just don't know. Yeah,
What's the risk working for Sami Zayn?
I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody. Yeah, see, because the second they do that, they're like, "Oh no, it's obviously staged."
Kevin Owens just teeing off on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's defenseless. He can barely put his hands up to protect himself. The vile and repugnant nature we talked about when it comes to Kevin Owens. This is what he promised to do. You can't say Kevin Owens didn't tell you what he was going to do. He's been saying it for weeks. Great, the man can't even move. Sami Zayn again, Owens. Again, Owens wants to finish this. He wants to finish off his former friend, and he's lifeless right now. No, come on.
Oh yeah, I like the dragon. All the refs going, "Hey, oh, hey, 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 oh." That's here comes Regal. That's right. William Regal laid down the law. I mean, Regal did rake him in the eyes. I think a headbutt from somebody raking me in the eyes is a rational response. Even if I'm being a murderous psychopath at the moment, if somebody's raking me in the eyes and I headbutt them, they probably had that coming. In all fairness to Kevin Owens. So this match is now officially over, right? All right, Samoa Joe. What is that music? That is not the Samoa Joe music I'm used to. That's right. I forgot Joe debuted here. But man, that music is bad. That music is really bad. That's like a part of a beat. So this match should have been thrown out, right? Has been established that this match has been thrown out because he hit him with the chair. There was no bell to signal the end of the match, but this match should have been thrown out because it's not a no disqualification match. And thus Samoa Joe's getting involved. And talk about a disappointment, Samoa Joe. WWE just never got Samoa Joe. Never understood him. And that's such a shame. And he got injured literally every fifth time he was in the ring. Now Joe gonna go Eskimo kiss Kevin Owens. And that's it. So the match is a no contest. Yes? Yes? Shake my head, Samoa Joe. Shake my head. You know what would have made this better? If he didn't have an entrance music at all. If Samoa Joe just ran down to help. Truthfully. If Samoa Joe just came in on a run-in on his own volition, just in the back and ran in, no music involved, and the people lost their minds, like, oh shit, it's Samoa Joe. And then he was able to do that. I don't know. I feel like that would have been better without the actual Samoa Joe getting his own music. And then they could have waited until the music was good to actually present him when it comes to like in a match. He can give him his ring music. I don't think he needed that ring music. Truthfully, I think that was unnecessary. I think Samoa Joe just running in to make the save would have gotten a bigger pop. But that's just to me. And what the hell do I know? Oh, here comes Kevin's. Oh, boo, what a slimy hole of ass is Kevin Owens. And that's it, right? He almost fight, didn't, and then he went to fight and didn't. Save it up for next time. NXT Unstoppable. The last moment was that Kevin Owens stopped. What a great title. And too bad that these two both, I mean, at least Kevin Owens has had a little bit better of a career than Joe in WWE, but so was this match. So was this show. And that's it. That's the whole show, ladies and gentlemen. We watched it all. The entirety of NXT Takeover Unstoppable. Well, now we have to stop. This has been a great time. I hope you guys have had fun. I know I've had fun. As unentertaining as I have been on this one, I promise I will be more entertaining in the future. But in the meantime, check out mine and Josh Giddens' podcast this week, and then starting next week, we have Skylar Greenberg back on. It's the draft. We've got a lot of things to talk about, too. It's a special edition. We're going to have all three guys on the show, both Josh Giddens and Mr. Greenberg and myself, for a great time. But this coming week, me and Josh again, thank you very much for watching this live stream, and we will see you on Friday. Peace.